Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. This is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you are welcome to this channel. Now, we're going to be talking about the U.S. economic calendar. We're going to be talking about the S&P 500. We're going to be talking about Tesla, Warren Buffett. We're also going to be talking about my top stocks for 2025, and as well as we're going to be looking at how the market has actually panned out for 2024. We're going to be talking about index fund and as well as compounding interest. Okay, so also we're going to be laying out AI best stocks for 2025, so keep an eye out. Now let's talk about the market, how the market actually performed last week. Looking at the market, just a one-day performance, Friday close. Look at you. We are down on Tesla, Palantir, CrowdStrike, Microsoft, NVDA. Pretty much across board, we are down, or prices are down. Aside maybe some selected names that are on the green side. AMD, of course, I do like AMD, but we're looking at AMD there. So for the week performance, we are pretty much down in the consumer defensive side, but overall we are green looking at 1 week performance. But 1 day performance, as I said, pretty much red across board. Now let's take a look at the economic calendar US. Monday, pretty much we're going to have Chicago business barometer, which is our PMI. Pending home sales. Tuesday is gonna be home sales price index as well. Also Wednesday we're gonna have New Year's celebration, which is gonna be nothing going on in the market. Thursday, initial jobless claim, construction spending, and Friday, ISM manufacturing. So look for some action in the market on Monday and see how or if price will continue the momentum back down. Okay, so keep an eye out. Also, let's talk about SPY, what I'm expecting SPY to actually do. Okay, so we're looking at this bounce, this reclaim of the 50 exponential moving average on our 50 on our daily, right? So looking at this now, price is back into the downtrend. Okay, we're back into the downtrend, and of course failed downtrend, back into the 20 exponential moving average, retest the 50 exponential again, and only to hammer close 595. Okay, so we're gonna be looking for more action, but overall let's see if this action in the market will continue that trend down to the downside, and we'll continue from there. But overall, I'll be looking for some action in this market. Looking at the 5-year period, I'll be looking for price back to 550 in the coming days, maybe 2025, 2026, who knows, but I'll be looking for some action back down in the market. Okay, because right now ratio to market cap to our GDP is over is greater than 156% at this moment. So you know, things are just so high. Market are just astronomically high, but we never know how high this will actually go. Also, let's talk about the compounding interest as well. Looking at it, I do like Fidelity when it comes to long-term portfolio, long-term trades, and long-term holding. Like take for example the Fidelity 500 index fund. It has this one pretty much has low expenses, a high return. Overall is 505, and of course the risk is, you know, about 60% or so. However, 1 year overall is 33%, and normal 10-year averages pretty much for every other index is like 10 11%, but we're getting this here. So if you had invested 2014 2015 10,000, this is what you're going to be looking at, about $35,000 in returns. Actually, this is beautiful because it has a low expense ratio, and of course to invest is zero on this. Looking at compounding, pretty much looking at SOFI, using SOFI, we do have, say, initial deposit of 5,000, monthly 250, 20 years investment, 11% pretty much expected rate of return monthly. Compounding even annually, we're looking at this, and if you're looking at monthly compounding, 261. However, with a $50,000 initial saved right there, 20 years 11, pretty much the same thing, 250 monthly or extra contribution, you're gonna be looking at over $663,000. So you know, it is very important to actually invest in the market or any other high yield portfolio. Also, I'm looking at Schwab's top surprise for 2025. Pretty much, they are talking about tariff quickly come and go. Shift from rate cuts to rate hikes, which is possible for 2025. Also, sentiment in Europe rebounds, supply chains could be disrupted, and of course China to recover. So pretty much we're going to be having more of tariffs and issues here and there in the market, and how it will really affect the trade, affect other sector as well. And of course, J. Powell rate cut and rate you know, pretty much neutral or rate hikes, depending on how the next administration how the action is taken, and how they take the action for rate. Inflation, pretty much according to Yahoo Finance, has been one of the top concerns for US economy in 2024. Is this going to continue? Let's keep an eye. Let's continue to monitor how this is going to pan out. Overall asset total return since 2011, looking at it at this point in time, 2022 was bad, 2018 was bad, and of course look at this year so far. Pretty much we are down in the commodity side, negative 1% on US cash, as well as emerging market stocks. Now guys, let's talk about earnings. Nothing pretty much according to earnings whisper. So the majority of the action is going to be coming in the new year. Okay, first stock here is going to be Tesla. Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Tesla, pretty much we have this beautiful flag here. However, we're looking at 20 exponential moving average as a support. Okay, we actually broke through, Tesla actually broke through levels, right? But still we haven't pulled back to retest this spot. So I'll be expecting some action in this name in 2025. Looking at AI selection, pretty much is interesting. We're looking at best stocks for 2025. NVDA is there, AMD is there, Google is there, TSM is there, Meta is there. These are all the stocks that I actually love, right? So we're looking at Meta next, and of course Meta will be up and up and up, but I'm looking for the 200 moving average spot in any given time. These are my beautiful 50 and the 200 are the beautiful areas that I'm actually looking to select or pick my stock. But most importantly, the 200 moving average is the best area institutions love that spot. Not a recommendation, guys. Anyways, NVIDIA as well, we're looking at a downtrend right now. We are actually rejecting the downtrend on NVIDIA. 50 exponential moving average is our support, and for now this trend is your best bet. 130 is the support. If it fails 130, guys, we're looking at 120, 117 on NVIDIA. However, this is one of the best to look out for 2025. Also, taking a look at AMD, of course, AMD have been selling and selling and selling. My trend right here, this channel is a beautiful channel that I'm looking at. Downtrend break will continue back into 200 moving average. Look for this in 2025 as Caddy would also pick some up as well. LEN also is a 2025 stock, so keep an eye out around this area if price can really, momentum can come in. Costco as well, 2025, we're looking at 925 as support. If it fails, we're going to be looking at the 200 moving average on this name. That is where I want to pick up Costco for a long-term holding, right? FCFS, Fast Cash, we're looking at support, overall support right here. Okay, so 103, 102, $100, pretty much this area is our support. Way far away from 113, which is our 200 moving average, but the volume is very low on this name, so keep an eye out. We don't know how the market is going to react. According to Fred, we're going to be looking at the 10-year treasury as well, looking at what action is going to cause the market to actually dip, to actually pull back to the downside. We don't know right now, but we'll continue to monitor the yield curve and how it inverts, right? SAIC, right now we are at the low side, volume is low, but keep a good eye on this as we are in the demand zone at this point in time. SMCI, another beautiful name to keep an eye out on. Downtrend pretty much, retest and fail, and now we're looking at our inverse head and shoulder support, $30 on this name. I do have something there. Also 2025, looking at Sophie. At this point, I'm looking for a pullback. We are extended on this name. That is how I see it. This could continue to run, but for me, we're extended. I'm looking for price action back to the 200 moving average. Also selling off is XOM. This name, we're at the support right now. Failed 110 support, back into the 105 zone. Overall, anything happen, $100, that is gonna be your next support. RSI is pretty much extended to the downside on this name. Alter, beautiful alter, we're looking at pretty much 445, 450 in the coming days on this name. I did pick some out on this 360, 340 area, added at the $400 spot in anticipation of that continuation higher on Alter. Okay, so ASML, that is also another my 2025. Keep an eye out on this name for that continuation higher. Forward split is also possible on that name. CROM, my 2025 as well, but this I'll be looking for the 200 moving average on this name. Amazon as well, also on the list. I sold some position down there at the 200, 201. If it cannot break the 200, then we'll retesting right now, see if it does hold. If it does hold, then we'll continue to the upside. Amazon also another name, keep an eye out. 215 is my expected level for price to pull back, retest, and then we'll continue to the upside on there. So keep an eye out on that beautiful name. TSM as well, also TSM, we're looking at 210 handbrake and then onward. But rejecting that area for now, 50 exponential moving average is going to be our support. If it failed that 50, we're going to be looking at price back down to the 200 moving average. Guys, thank you for spending this year with me, 2024. We hope for the best in 2025 and a better, much more better portfolio as we invest for the long. Thank you guys. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.